This here is a remarkable,
Welcome to the Wedding of Distinction podcast, a program for the unique bride and groom. The Wedding of Distinction is a concept where brides and grooms want something better. Not just your average wedding. We have the tools to make that happen. Now, here's your host, Mike Fernino.
Heck yeah. Hey everybody, it's Mike, and this is a program for the unique bride and groom planning your wedding, which is difficult enough, but we hope to make it a little bit easier. This is the Wedding of Distinction, and I thank you very much for the download. Now, back in April, I went to a bridal show at the Elicit Brewing Company of Fairfield, Connecticut to participate in their wedding showcase. And that gave me the opportunity to interview with a whole bunch of participating vendors. And all the interviews are brought to you compliments of Charlene Charo, and Charlene is with weddingstylesofct.com. I want to thank her very much for having us and allowing us the opportunity to get these great podcasts that I hope are really making your wedding planning and the whole process just a little bit easier and, dare I say, stress-free. On the program today, we have Ray from Cassie's Bridal Closet of Simsbury, Connecticut. Cassie's Bridal Closet is a bridal boutique specializing in gowns for brides, bridesmaids, mothers, prom, quinceañeras, and other special occasions. They also have tuxedos and suits for the gentlemen. So we get into the whole process of clothing for the unique bride and groom today on the Wedding of Distinction podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wedding of Distinction. We are live tonight at a bridal show being held at the Elicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut. I have grabbed Ray. Ray's with Cassie's Bridal Closet. He's got a setup booth right across the way from me, and they've got bridal dresses, prom dresses, bridesmaid dresses, to all special occasions, tuxedos. Ray, you tell the people here about your service. You're based out of Simsbury, right?
Yeah, we're in Simsbury. We're across from the hockey rink in Simsbury. So if you're a big hockey fan or anything like that, we're literally across from the Connecticut Hockey Center.
Okay. So the grooms can go and they could, play hockey while the brides are... But they got to get their tuxedos, too. So let's talk about what you do and how you do it.
Okay, so for the groom, typically what we do, we kind of take a bride approach, where the bride will set a tone for, like, if she's going something very formal. So the groom would need a tuxedo. If she goes something more casual or more laid back, you can wear a suit. So we always kind of let the bride lead the way, and from that we bring in the groom after.
Well, that's a very important part to consider, because generally you go with what the bride is going to do, and then the groom follows suit. It's not the other way around.
It's easier to plan that way. Aesthetic-wise, we'll say start with the bride, then we'll say bridesmaids next, mothers, and then we do with the guys as the last. I think of the guys as a frame. If you think of like a dancing studio, the guys kind of frame the picture, and the dancers around. So we always use the guys to frame the perfect picture after everything is all set.
So you can pretty much take care of everyone.
Yes. From the mothers, to the flower girls, to the bridesmaids, to the ring bearers, to the groomsmen, the fathers. We take care of everyone in the wedding party.
Okay, so now we're recording this in April of 2025. I've got to bring it up because it's relevant. Are you seeing any markups due to tariffs and things like that? The dresses are coming from out of the country, correct?
Yes, some of them are based in the U.S., but they all have some overseas aspects to it. So we are kind of seeing a little bit, but it's not as significant as yet. A lot of the designers have taken that into consideration and kind of do their best to kind of keep the price as level as possible. So it may be a markup, but it's not, say, you're going to see like 100% or 80%. It may be like maybe 5 or 10% you may see in terms of overall we've seen from my end so far.
Definitely good news.
Yes.
So what would be the beginning process? A bride comes in and says, okay, Ray, here's what we're going to do. So where do you start?
For the bride, a lot of times what happens, the venue dictates what they're going to wear. So if they're going to say like a very fancy venue, like the Riverview or one of those types of things, they may want something more fancier in terms of the dress. They may go for a ball gown, something more smart. But if they're more like a more rustic, like barn, that aesthetic and the dress may fit for that better than for, say, a very fancy venue. So from that point, it sets the tone for their dress. The venue kind of dictates what they're going to wear. You're not going to wear a tuxedo to like a to like a baseball game, for instance.
Yes.
So the dress kind of have to be appropriate to the venue and where the location of the thing. If they're doing a beach wedding or destination, the dress may be a very light. They can do like a crepe, lightweight dress to kind of match the vibe for like a beach wedding, for instance. So destination, the venue dictates what the bride actually wears.
That's interesting. And bridesmaids, and then the moms,
Yes.
where does that fall?
So once, say if the bride goes for something very formal, we know what she's wearing. The bridesmaid then kind of piggyback off what the bride wants, like what's the look that the bride is and how she wants to kind of convey the overall aesthetic of her wedding party. Does she want them to be in all black, with like a satin or like one shoulder? Does she want like a plunge? Does she want like a slit? Does she want an A-line? So all these different things that the bride, we kind of look at, but basically we kind of still keep the bride in mind and what our overall aesthetic for our vision for the wedding is.
What trends are you seeing for 2025?
A lot of beading. We do see a lot of basques. A basque is more like the V, so it kind of elongates your waist and kind of makes your waist look smaller. We kind of see that off the shoulder. We're kind of seeing like a retro vibe from like the 90s and the 2000s. We've seen silk taffeta and some of the sort of materials and the looks with the bows and detachable 2-in-1. So we see a lot retro kind of coming back into play.
I've also noticed because when I started as a professional DJ in the 1980s,
Yes.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
Bow tie. Bow ties come back. It's fashionable now, huh?
It's still a classic look.
Yeah.
Bow tie, I don't think will ever go out of style. But the thing that happens, they have like a tear. They have kind of modified how some of the looks, like you have like a teardrop, a raindrop with a little bit bigger bow tie.
Yeah.
So you kind of play around it, but a classic bow tie, black tuxedo will never go out of style.
What's definitely out of style is when I started in the 80s, we had this thing called the cummerbund. Oh, that thing. We won't talk about that. I have nightmares. What do you recommend as far as a timeline? Because it takes time, obviously, to order. What do you recommend the minimum a bride needs in order to get a custom dress?
I would say for the bride, do from 6 to 12 months from our wedding dress. Minimum of 6 months.
Yeah.
For bridesmaid, I would say maybe 4 to 6. And for for groomsmen or tux, I would say between 4 to 6 months. That way it gives it time for any delays, time for alterations, and all the other stuff as well. So I would say give the bride minimum 8, I would say 8 to 10 months minimum from the wedding date.
I have to ask this question. So many people order online.
Yes.
It's unfortunate, especially when you think about wedding dresses.
Yes.
Do you ever have people come in and say, oh my God, I ordered this dress.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's not what I want. Can you help us? Can you fix it? Are you able to do things like that?
A lot of time with online, the thing is what you see is not what you get. And the price that they give you is not quoted for the quality of the material. So a lot of time the quality doesn't what you see in the picture is not the quality you're going to get. So a lot of time when the bride comes in, we're like, okay, sometimes they have to start over because the dress that looks good on the model doesn't fit on them, or the quality, it doesn't think. So we always, let's start back over. Let's see what really works on you versus what you see online, because dressing for your body is very different than what the model looks like online.
Yeah. It's a great point. And especially today in an internet-based world, nothing is going to substitute being able to come in, try it on,
Yes.
look at it. It's not just the look, it's the feel.
Yes. Like when there was COVID, for instance with COVID, we had to go through like virtual appointment. But with that saying, seeing a dress on a mannequin or seeing it on virtually doesn't make, it's not, for guys a little bit easier because it's more like a rectangle in terms of a suit. But for a female, does it hit my bust, does it hit my waist, does it hit my thing? How does it accentuate my different parts and how comfortable I feel when it's actually on me? So there's a lot more elements for bridal dresses or for dresses in general, for females to try on versus just seeing online. The models are typically like 5'9" to 5'10", maybe a size 2 or 4. So seeing that aesthetics on the online versus you, it's not going to be the same.
On real people.
Yes. Plus there's photoshopping that also goes into that as well, that a lot of people don't realize.
Hey, Ray, tell the listeners of this program how they can come down to the shop, what are the hours, and how do they find you? So
we're at 1380 Hopmeadow Street in Simsbury. You can find us on any social media platform at Caccie's Bridal Closet. You can go online to Caccie'sBridalCloset.com, book your appointment. You can text us or call us at 860-752-4348.
Appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And you've been listening to the Wedding of Distinction podcast, live from the Elicit Brewing Company. I'm going to have a beer. Let's go, Ray.
Thank you.
We hope you are enjoying the podcast. Your Wedding of Distinction host, Mike Fernino, is a 30-year veteran of the wedding industry as a professional DJ and master of ceremonies. As the founder of Music in Motion Entertainment, Mike has worked with thousands of couples over the years, creating dynamic and exceptional events that stand out in the eyes and ears of the wedding guests. Music in Motion is a full-time professional wedding service based in Connecticut and serving the surrounding states, also offering photography, custom lighting design, videography, photo booth, and live classical and jazz musicians. Call 203-627-9600 and ask for their wedding e-brochure or visit their website at musicandmotionentertainment.com. The Wedding of Distinction podcast is a production of Music in Motion Entertainment. All rights reserved. Any unauthorized publication of this program is strictly prohibited. For the Wedding of Distinction podcast, I'm Mike Vincent. Happy wedding planning, everybody.